London 1918. You are a newly turned vampire, Dr. Jonathan Reed. As a doctor, you must find a cure to save the city's flu-ravaged citizens. And as a vampire, you are cursed to feed on those you vowed to heal. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, and today I'm doing a review on a game called Vampyr, or Vampyr. So, when this game was initially announced, I thought, the setting and the concept of the game is great. And, time went by and I didn't really play it, I didn't get a chance. And, I always kind of had it back in my mind that I'll play it one day. And it was kind of not what I was expecting. So, as in every story-driven game, I won't talk about the story or any kind of spoilers, because what's the point of watching this review? But what I will say is that you wake up as Jonathan Reed, you're a doctor, and you're a vampire, and you kill your own sister at the beginning as a mistake. Yep. You kill her and you blame your maker, the guy who turned you. Your bloodlust was so huge, that you couldn't see who you were killing, so that by accident you killed your own sister, Well, so basically, you're trying to find who is responsible, and you're also trying to find a cure. You get a job at a hospital, because, as I said, you're a doctor, and that sort of explains the beginning. Your journey basically begins there. The setting is in London, and I think that the era with its atmosphere is really neat. I think it's very well done. However, the map of the world, in my opinion, is very small. I think that it should have been much, much bigger, and in terms of size, it wasn't what I was expecting. Game has a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, and even now some facial animations aren't even close to some AAA games. Besides its main story, there are also some side missions, but I think people play this game mainly focusing on the main story. Maybe because it's more interesting. Some missions are investigating a crime scene. Some of them are like looking for somebody or following somebody. But to be honest, story for me wasn't really the factor that got me to play more. You have this skill tree with different abilities, which as you get stronger, you can choose what kind of different abilities you want. Like in an RPG. And that's where the combat comes in, and sometimes combat feels nice when you are using the abilities. It can get fun, but sometimes it feels like stiff. It feels sometimes even clunky, but when you use the abilities, the animations really look nice. And at times it can be really fun, and it can be really hard, I think that for $60, this game is not worth buying. I do not approve buying this game for $60. I mean, seriously, nowadays you can get many games that are the same money value and they're worth 10 times more than this game. But, to be honest, I really didn't finish the story. But I still had fun playing this game. I was kind of occupied with other games. I can't really finish every single game. But while I was playing this game, I had fun, to be honest. And this is the thing where I say, I had fun, but it's not worth buying. So this is the thing. For example, you see a game like Kingdom Come Deliverance, where the game is, I'm not sure if it's even $60 now, but let's say it's $60. and it's a true RPG, and I mean real RPG, and you play it and you just want to play more because you realize on what games used to be like. You remember how games used to be like, and for those who have never played games from before, you should definitely try. Just because it has worse graphics doesn't mean the game is bad. And by all means, this game is not bad, but it's not brilliant and it's not terrible. Also, it has great concept, it has interesting story, it has fluid but also clunky some at times combat. It's mixed. It depends. Sometimes you'll get bugs. It will break the immersion. The world isn't that big. For $60 it's not worth it. If it's $20, it's totally justifiable. 25, perhaps 30. But if you love vampires, if you're into this kind of, this kind of type of a game, then this game is definitely for you. And I definitely recommend it. There aren't many vampire games out there. There are, but not as many as, Call of Duties. But that will be all for me. For $60, this game isn't worth a buy, so check for deep sale, or if it's already for free or somewhere, or because it was free on PlayStation 4. But if you see it on deep sale, I definitely recommend it, and it's a very, very interesting game. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode, guys. Until then.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Die, Bernie!
Back home. There's a strength I never knew I had.